السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. يسعدني في لقائي هذا اليوم مع بنت النور أن أستضيف كاتب مميز حصل على جوائز عديدة. أستاذي لهذا اليوم في هذه الجلسة إنه أستاذي ريتشارد علي موتو. هو كاتب وروائي من جمهورية الكونغو الديمقراطية، وأيضا يعتبر واحدة من أبرز الأصوات الأدبية الشابة في بلاده. كتب مؤلفاته باللغتين الفرنسية واللينغالا. تميز بأسلوبه الروائي الذي يعكس تجارب الشباب في مدن الكونغو، أيضا مسلطا الضوء على التحديات الاجتماعية والاقتصادية التي تواجههم. وتعتبر روايته الأشهر وهي مستر فيكسيت من أشهر رواياته التي لقت رواجا واسعا. وأستاذ ريتشارد أيضا حصل على جائزة مارك توين الأدبية. نود أن نلتقي به هذا اليوم ونحاول هناك العديد والمزيد عنه. Welcome, Mr. Richard here today.
Thank you.
I'm glad to talk to you today.
Thank you.
First thing, let me ask you about writers, how you start to be writing. This is the first question. Second one, I want to know, are you choose to be writing or the writers and or even you choosing me to be?
First, I want to thank you for this interview. I'm a French speaker. I'm from DRC, Congo, and I want to ask you to be generous for my English. It was not so good. Yes, I'm a writer, and I'm really passionate about this profession. I write in Lingala and in French also.
It's called Lingala, that language of Congo, yeah?
Yes, it's a national language of Congo,
okay.
Democratic Republic of Congo, living in Kinshasa. It's a famous language. It's not speaking just in DRC, but also in Brazzaville, in Angola, Republic South African, and so on and so on. And also, it's so preferred by several countries in Africa because DRC is the country of music, and our music is so popular, like the rumba. When you go to Kenya, you will dance rumba, and Zambia, and even here in Ghana, Congolese music is known. Also, I really prefer to write because I think that it's so passionate when you are talking about your environment, your population, your country. So the thing comes to me, and me also I take time to understand my environment, immediate, and to see what is doing in my country.
Like the environment.
Exact. The east of Congo now is in war, in conflict, and sometimes we are talking about that because we want peace and to write about peace and so on and so on.
Please, if you can tell me what has inspired you to become a writer and what story motivated you to start writing about it?
I can answer also in French because we will translate. It's impossible.
Sorry.
Nobody speaks French in Arabic in the country, in Egypt. No. Okay. Yeah. I understand. What is inspired me? When I was too young, I saw in the TV Professor Yuka is a writer of our country. I saw when he was interviewed to give his opinion, and I was very, very impressed by his speaking, by his manner to say things. So I'm saying that I want to be like this man. This is the first time. The second way is the documentary of Aimé Césaire and Léopold Sédar Senghor that I saw in the TV. It was in the week, Francophonia week.
Yes.
I was also so impressed to see this man who's eloquent, rhetoric, to speak very well, to say something, poetry. And I say in myself that I want to be like this person.
Wow, yes.
And one day my mother came with a collection of, I can say an anthology of African Center literature. So I read it every time, and I can feel that in my belly. I really appreciate to become a writer. And also every time I need to tell the story about what I see in my environment or in my country. And I begin with by the poetry to make a poem for some things. And when I wanted to write, I'm so inspired by what I see, my environment, my people, and it so inspired me to write. And so yes, so two things. I was inspired by the person who was the writer, and also because I need to tell the thing about what I see in my country, in my immediate environment. So this is.
Please, Mr. Richard, I want to ask you about how do your writing reflect the experience of young people in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Yeah, in my country, I'm the founder of the Association of Young Writers. I founded it in 2014. And it became a big association, and I really inspired my young people, and my experience also is very inspiring the young people, these young writers who want to become today like me. And when I saw what they are doing, these young people, sometimes it inspired me to write also about this young, and because they want our experience, our knowledge, how to write, how to do something. So every time I do what I can do, and it's really appreciated by the people, by the young people, by my country.
Yes. Please, I want to ask you about your prize. I think you take a lot of award in the Literatures Award, so please you can tell us about the experience.
About my prize that I win.
Yes, you are a winner.
Yeah, I win the first prize in 2009. It was the Mark Twain Prize by U.S. Embassy in Kinshasa. It was a short list. I was too young. It was a prize was organized.
You are brilliant, huh?
I was too young. I won it. When I win this prize, my parents says that now I think that you have to go to make, because when I want to begin a writer, I was the not a conflict but a debate with my parents. My father told me that you must release, you must not follow this way. Become writer, you will not know, you will not construct your life. It's a power. So and so on.
No money in writing. No career. No future.
But I tell him that it's my passion. So I really need to be in. And I do the law. I'm a lawyer. I'm also passionate by the law. But the writing is my first passion. I don't calculate to say win money, to get money, but
yes.
it's a passion. So when I win this prize, of Mark Twain by the U.S. Embassy, they give me money. I come to go back to home. I show it to my father. He say, "Wow, a lot of money like that." So.
Yeah.
I say that I think that
You are free now, huh?
Yeah,
you
you
can
are
start
free.
your,
You can, yeah. So
your
I
journey.
continue to write and I published my first short story collection and my first novel in Lingala, Ebamba, Kinshasa Makambo, was translated in English, Mr. Fix It, and I continue, and when I was contacted by when we say Belgium embassy, precisely Delegation Wallonie-Bruxelles, to be a chief of library. So my life is constructed around the literature. I'm very, very focused in the literature, and this first prize, helped me to be focused in this way of writing, or to be a writer. Yeah.
Please, Mr. Richard, I want to ask you about, can you tell us about your experience writing in both languages, the French and Lingala, and how does language influence your storytelling?
Thank you. I'm influenced by both of language, Lingala and French. In DRC, I was born in the province that's called Mbandaka, and this province his first language is Lingala. So I say to the people that I was born in Lingala. The first language who welcomed me, who received me in the world is Lingala. And when I began to grow up, in the primary school, we studying in French, because French is the official language. Congo democracy was colonized by Belgian people who was give us lesson or everything in French. So French is the official language. We are studying in French. We make everything political in French, and so on and so on. But Lingala is a national language, and so I'm very influenced by the two languages, both of them, Lingala and French. And when I want to write, I write my first book in French. Le cauchemardesque de Tabo, Tabo Nightmare. And after that, my publisher told me that, can't you write some story in Lingala? And I said that, why not? Because I reflected that I was born in Lingala province, Equator, and also I'm very able to discuss in Lingala, to write in Lingala, and I say that yes, I think that it's a good occasion to do something in Lingala. So I write this story, Ebamba Kinshasa Makambo in Lingala. So the beginning, at the end, everything in Lingala. It was a good experience, and it was very, very appreciated by the population.
You don't feel it's like difficult?
No, it was not difficult, and the population very, very appreciated. This book give me a lot of things, and because Kinshasa or DR Congo reflects in Lingala. It's the language of social of population. Every day we are discussing Lingala. Every time we are make everything in Lingala. French is just official, but the population, quotidianly, I don't know if we say, frequently discuss in Lingala. And I think that's when you have to write about this population. If you are very, very consider this population, you have to make story in the language that of this population. In Egypt or in your country, I think that you have the Arabic, who's the language of every day, and English is maybe for the university and education. So me, I'm sitting in between of these two languages, Lingala and French. I can do my work in French and I can do also in Lingala, but I really, really appreciate Lingala because it also defines I think that the dignity of the population. You know, it's not a colonized language. It's the language of this population. It's language is the first thing of the culture. You know, when you lost your language, you lost your culture, your dignity, everything. So. It's also my engagement to promote Lingala, to tell that to my people that you have a good language, you have a good culture, and you have to promote it. And so I continue to write in Lingala and sometimes in French because I have to make some project with the external people. But I can say that my first language that I really, really appreciate to make things in is Lingala because I want to promote it and I want to make it like a patrimoine. You know, it's a patrimoine of my country. And when you are a writer, you have this like objective, you know, to promote your patrimoine.
Okay. You know what? Even in Arabic, we write in Arabic. But when you want to talk. It's like different things, very different things.
Absolutely.
We still like have this. I'm not sure what Lingala is like the same. You are right. You are speak as the usual, or it's like the different things, even in Lingala language.
Yeah, it's different thing. When you speak, is not really right when you write. What I can say, also because in the school. We are not studying Lingala. We are studying French. We are French alphabet.
Yes.
But because we use the same alphabet A, B, C, and so on and so on. So we are. But we have also the linguistic, who specialized in his language, national language, Lingala, Kikongo, Chiluba, and so on and so on. But me, I'm not a linguistic. Me, I'm just a writer. And.
But now you know English very well. I think you should add this like a 3 language now.
No, my English is too bad, you know. My English is too bad. But I promise you that I tell to my spouse that in 3 months or 5 months now, I want to. It's a good experience, you know, to know several language because sometimes you have to discuss with external people. And if you can say something and understand what the other person says, it's very, very important. But I think that my English is not so good. I have a bad English.
Not like me anyway. You're better than me.
I will make an effort. I will make an effort to learn more, to improve my English. I promise to someone here that in 5 months we become strong to say the thing in English because I know that in this time English is the language of future, language of universally. So you can't refuse it, you can't reject it. You
can't avoid it anyway.
Exactly, you must know how to say something in English is important, and because you are writer, you are a person who discuss with the consciences of people. You have also to protect your own language, your maternal language is so important.
Let me to ask you about this workshop, CANEX, and another workshop, which you are being instructor in it. We saw that as instructor, you are very straightforward, you have a lot of homework, you are very like serious person, not like we are just laughing and chatting. No, you're different personality when you be like instructor. So tell us about this workshop after you, if you are like to do it a lot or not, and how you deal with the student who want to be a writer. What you give us advice for that?
Okay, thank you a lot. I'm very, very happy to be in this workshop like a facilitator. I really like it. I really appreciate the idea, the initiative of CANEX Factory book. When I was contacted, I say, wow, 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 this is really, really interesting, young writer from different countries of Africa, different zone linguistic, Arabic, Portuguese, French, English, French, and we come here in Aburi, in Ghana. For 10 days, it's a lot. It's so impressive, just to discuss about words, about writing. It's historic for me. Every time I give the workshop in my country, out of my country for 2 weeks, for 2 days, 3 days. This is the first time that I have a workshop for 10 days.
And heavy workshop, not easy.
Yes,
Wow, it's
yes,
really heavy.
yes. So it's a good experience. I really, really appreciate. I'm also fascinated by the students, what I can say, the participants of this workshop. The guy is really, really talented, even in the Arabic zone, French zone, in English zone. These the young people who will define, I think, the literature of tomorrow, of the future. We have exchanged experience. When I read the text, you can read the text from Arabic, you translate it in French, and you can feel someone. So I think that the literature is universal, and the translation helps us to understand what
Yes, really a lot,
is.
yeah.
Yes, so the translation is something who make us unite, who make us in the equilibrium. What I can say for the writer, for the young writer, I want to just give one advice is the young writer, young people who want to write must continue to read. I think that the one first thing is to read, and to read a lot, because it's important. When you read a lot, you will know some technique, some culture of writing, and after that you can begin to write. And when you begin to write, don't afraid. Don't tell that I'm not talented, my story is not good. No, you have to begin and to propose to your friends, your colleague, your parent to read. If it's your thing, you have not to be afraid to reject it. No, you have to write. Write now, write tomorrow, write after tomorrow, and you become strong in this passion, in this métier. So Frank's first advice is to read a lot, and don't be afraid to write and to propose your writing to some person, and I think that if you do that, you practice and you be into the workshop, you will become you
will discover many
exact. So you see, this is my advice, and I think that the person who has a passion to write will become a good writer. Yeah, when you say God don't give you a passion for nothing, God give you a passion because you know that is for you.
You
come, yes. So this is my advice for the young writers. Yeah.
Thank you. I want to close this meeting, but really, I'm interested to ask you one question. If you said your advice just to read. It is easy to tell me, please read. But how I can read? We have social media, we have different things. We have a lot of things can take it away from reading. And you see, just reading. How I can read?
Yeah, you have to read the best novel. You know, you're right. Today we have the social media.
It's disturbing
They
us.
disturb young people. But you can read also in the social media. And I say that it is support of reading. It is support for read.
Yes.
It depends of your passion. It depends of your conscience. It depends of your attitude. Yeah.
There's no
If you have the
attitude,
telephone, you can read a novel or a short story in your telephone. And if you prefer to chat, to discuss, to waste your time, to do,
Yes,
you know, if you wanna read, you can use your telephone.
You will find your way to read.
Exact. So my advice is that read, and choose what you want to read. If you wanna write about short story, you can loading the short story using telephone website, and you read it. If you want to learn about to write a novel, the novel in telephone, the platform, so you have to read. So it depends of conscience, it depends of attitude,
passion, really,
passion.
if you are true or not.
Exact. Yes, what I can say.
بهذا السؤال إلى ختام الحلقة مع أستاذ الكاتب ريتشارد علي على حوار، وأشكره جزيل الشكر على حواره الممتع والمفيد لنا. Please let me to thank you very much. I appreciate your time, what you are talk to me, your advice for me and others, and really thank you about this workshop, the great one you are, the great role you are helped me as a lot about myself. Really thank you so much.
Thank you.
So maybe I will meet you another time in different country, in different workshop, and that time will improve my style really and tell you impressive you.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. أما أصدقائي حضراتكم في رعاية الله. إلى اللقاء.